What if the reason you can't move on isn't because you still love them, but because you're still trying to control something that was never yours to control? Think about it. Someone leaves you, a relationship ends, a friend betrays you, an opportunity disappears. You lose money, status, attention, or something you desperately wanted, and your mind keeps going back. What if I had done things differently? Why did they treat me that way? What could I have said? Maybe they'll come back. But the Stoics had a powerful answer to this kind of suffering. Let go. Not because you don't care, not because what happened didn't matter, but because constantly fighting reality will only make you suffer twice. Marcus Aurelius understood this deeply. He reminded himself that life is constantly changing. People come and go. Circumstances shift. Things we love eventually become things we remember. The mistake we make is believing that because something matters to us, it must remain ours forever. But nothing in life comes with a permanent ownership contract. People are not possessions. Opportunities are not guaranteed. The past cannot be negotiated with, and yesterday cannot be changed by thinking about it for another 1,000 hours. This is where Stoic letting go begins. It begins with one question. What is actually under my control? You cannot control whether someone chooses you. You cannot control whether someone understands you. You cannot control whether someone stays. You cannot control what has already happened, but you can control what you do next. You can control whether you continue begging for what has already walked away. You can control whether you turn rejection into bitterness or wisdom. You can control whether you spend your energy chasing an explanation or building a better life. And this doesn't mean becoming emotionless. That's one of the biggest misunderstandings about Stoicism. A Stoic can feel deeply. A Stoic can miss someone. A Stoic can be hurt. A Stoic can cry. The difference is that a Stoic doesn't allow emotions to become the commander. You can miss someone without contacting them. You can love someone without chasing them. You can be disappointed without becoming bitter. You can remember the past without living inside it. That is emotional strength. And sometimes, letting go means accepting a painful truth. You may never get the apology you deserve. You may never get the explanation you wanted. You may never understand why they changed. And you may never get the ending you imagined. But you can still choose peace. Because closure doesn't always come from another person's words. Sometimes closure comes from your decision to stop waiting, stop checking, stop replaying, stop imagining different endings. Stop asking a dead chapter to give you a new page. The Stoic doesn't say, I didn't want it anyway. The Stoic says, I wanted it. It mattered to me, but it is no longer mine to control. There is enormous strength in that sentence, because acceptance is not weakness. Acceptance is seeing reality clearly enough to stop fighting it. Imagine holding a rope in a tug of war. On the other side is something you cannot defeat. You keep pulling. Your hands hurt. Your body becomes exhausted. And eventually, you realize something. You don't have to win the tug of war. You can simply let go. The moment you release the rope, the struggle ends. That's what letting go really is. You're not saying the other side was right. You're not saying you didn't care. You're simply refusing to destroy your peace, trying to control what refuses to be controlled. And here's something important. Letting go doesn't mean you stop moving forward immediately. Sometimes you have to grieve. Sometimes you need time. Sometimes healing is slow. Give yourself that time. But don't confuse healing with repeatedly reopening the wound. Don't keep visiting the same memory just because you're hoping it will give you a different ending. It won't. The past has already spoken. Your job now is to decide what you're going to say with your future. So when something leaves your life, Ask yourself 3 questions. First, was it ever completely under my control? If the answer is no, release the need to control it. Second, what can I learn from this? Turn pain into wisdom. And third, what is still mine to control? Your character, your actions, your discipline, your attention, your response, your next decision. That's where your power has always been. Because sometimes, life doesn't take something from you to punish you. Sometimes it removes something so you can stop building your identity around it. And perhaps the greatest form of letting go is this. Stop demanding that the past become different before you allow yourself to be happy again. It won't change, but you can. You can become wiser, calmer, stronger, more disciplined, more at peace. So let them go. Let the old version of you go. Let the unanswered questions go. Let the need for revenge go. Let the fantasy of what could have been go. Not because you are weak, but because your future deserves more of your attention than your past. Remember, you don't have to carry everything you've lost. Some things are meant to be lessons, not luggage. Let go. Accept what is. Control what you can. And walk forward with peace.